The firearms industry just hit the gas pedal, folks. I'm not kidding. 11 absolutely insane new guns just dropped, and the market is going a little haywire. We're seeing stuff sell out in hours, not days, and manufacturers are scrambling just to keep inventory on the shelves. We have everything from practical daily carries to some absolute range monsters today. And hey, stick with me, because trust me on this one, you are definitely going to want to see what is coming in at number 10. It's a game changer. So, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, because this is one lineup you don't want to miss. Let's get into it. We are kicking things off with a pistol that proves Springfield Armory is actually listening to what shooters want. They took the Echelon, which was already a hit, and they basically sprinted to the finish line with this, the Echelon 40 C-Comp in 9mm. Here is the big deal, and the main reason you'd want to drop cash on this. That slick, single-port, integral compensator. We aren't talking about a threaded barrel with a chunky comp screwed onto the end. This is built right into the slide and barrel. If you've never shot a compensated compact, it changes the game. It cuts down that snappy muzzle rise you usually get with smaller 9mm, giving you a much flatter, more controllable shooting experience. Your follow-up shots are just naturally faster. Springfield also did something really smart here. They put the front sight behind the compensator port. That means you aren't getting carbon buildup clouding your tritium, and you don't have gas blasting up into your sight picture. It's a small detail, but it matters. Speaking of sights, it comes with their U-dot system. But let's be real, it's 2024. You're probably slapping a red dot on this. That is where their variable interface system shines. You can mount almost any major red dot directly to the slide without using those flimsy adapter plates. It's cleaner, it sits lower, and it's way stronger. For an MSRP of around $750, you are getting a lot of modern engineering here. Now, Springfield isn't the only one upgrading a classic. At number 2, Smith & Wesson took one of the most legendary carry guns of the last decade, the Shield, and gave it a serious evolution with the new M&P Shield X. The first thing you will feel when you pick this up is the grip. They carved a much deeper beaver tail into the frame. This isn't just for aesthetics, it allows you to choke up high on the gun. A higher grip means a lower bore axis relative to your hand, which translates directly to less muzzle flip. The texture is aggressive enough to lock in, but not so sandpaper rough that it'll ruin your shirt or chafe your skin when carrying inside the waistband. Up top, you've got front serrations for those of us who like to press check, and the trigger guard is finally squared off with a rail for a light. It's optics ready for the RMSC footprint, but here is a cool engineering flex. They added a clear sight cut. It's designed to channel gas and carbon away from your optics glass. If you shoot a lot, you know how annoying a cloudy dot can be, so that is a nice touch. It comes with a 13-round flush fit and a 15-round extended mag. It's a little thicker than the OG Shield, but for the capacity and control you gain, I think the trade-off is absolutely worth it. All right, we've seen the duty-ready upgrades, but what if you want to step your carry game into the premium or Gucci tier? That brings us to number 3, the Shadow Systems CR920P XL. Shadow Systems took their crowd favorite CR920 and stretched it out. The heart of this pistol is its 4.18-inch match-grade barrel. That's a big jump from the original's 3.4-inch barrel. Now, what does that extra length get you? Better ballistics for one. More muzzle velocity and a longer sight radius mean you'll be more accurate at distance. Of course, there's a trade-off. A longer slide and barrel make it a bit tougher to conceal, especially if you carry appendix. But it still fits in most Glock 43X holsters, so it's far from a full-size gun. And you can get that barrel in a head-turning bronze titanium finish that just looks fantastic. But maybe the most impressive feature is the magazine. This micro-compact pistol packs a 15+1 flush-fit magazine. That's a capacity that, just a few years ago, was reserved for much larger double-stack handguns. It's a high-end carry gun that doesn't compromise on firepower. Now, all those features are great, but what if your wallet is feeling a little light after buying ammo? Don't worry, coming in at number 4 is the value king, the TSAS PX9 carry. TSAS has been making a name for themselves with budget-friendly 1911s, and now they're bringing that same value-first mindset to the modern carry gun world. Look, the frame isn't going to win any beauty contests, but it checks all the boxes. A Picatinny rail for your light, interchangeable back straps, and good ergonomics. But where this gun punches way above its weight is the features. The slide is factory milled for a Trijicon RMR, which is huge at this price point. And the trigger. The trigger is amazing for a gun with an MSRP under $370. TSAS is clearly borrowing a page from Canic's playbook here, and we, the shooters, are the ones who benefit. It's fully featured, optics ready, and has an incredible trigger for less than $400. It's hard to argue with that. Speaking of saving money, let's talk about saving money at the range. 9mm isn't exactly cheap right now. That brings us to number 5, the Firearms RXP22. For just $279, this is a feature-packed little plinker. You are getting a threaded 4-inch barrel, which is awesome if you want to throw a suppressor on there for some quiet backyard training. The slide has front and rear serrations, and get this, it is drilled and tapped for RMR or RMSC optics. An optics-ready 22 trainer for under $300 is just wild. The best part? The frame has a rail for lights, so you can set it up to mimic the weight and feel of your primary carry gun. The magazines are even weighted to drop free like a centerfire pistol's mag would. That means you can practice your reloads and transitions for pennies on the dollar compared to burning through your stockpile of 9mm. Staying on the training train, let's move from a pistol trainer to a rifle trainer. At number 6, we have the M&P FPC, now chambered in .22 long rifle. When the 9mm version of this came out, people loved it because it was weird in a good way. It folds horizontally, sideways, instead of vertically. Why is that genius? Because you can keep your optic mounted on the top rail, and it actually holds 0 when you unfold it. Now you can get that same package in cheap-to-shoot .22 LR. It shares magazines with the M&P .22 compact pistol, which is convenient, and the stock design is brilliant. It holds 2 spare 20-round magazines right in the buttstock. With a 16.25-inch threaded barrel, this thing is just begging for a suppressor. It's lightweight, it fits in a backpack, and for an MSRP of $549, it's one of the most fun plinking machines you can buy right now. If you want a pistol-caliber carbine with a bit more of a tactical edge, you have to see number 7, the Palmetto State Armory Sabre ARV. Here is the problem with most 9mm ARs. They use a straight blowback system. That means the heavy bolt slams back hard, creating more recoil than you'd expect from a pistol round. It can be harsh. PSA partnered with Maxim Defense to put an advanced roller-delayed buffer system in this gun, and it fixes that problem entirely. The roller-delayed system delays the bolt opening just a fraction of a second, smoothing out that recoil impulse. It keeps the gun flat, allowing for incredibly fast follow-up shots. And because this is a Sabre series gun, PSA loaded it with premium parts right out of the box. You get a burnt bronze Cerakote rail, a crisp 2-stage DLC trigger, a Radian Raptor charging handle, and an ambidextrous Radian Talon safety. The lower is even designed to take CZ Scorpion mags, which look cool and feed reliably. It's a top-tier build without the $2,000 price tag, coming in around $1,199. Okay, let's step away from the semi-autos for a minute and look at something for the precision guys and the hunters. At number 8, we have the updated Savage 110 Scout, now rocking a Magpul Hunter stock. This is a modern take on Jeff Cooper's classic Scout rifle concept. The big upgrade here is that Magpul stock. It has an aluminum bedding block which free floats the barrel for better accuracy and consistency. It's also fully adjustable for length of pull and comb height, so you can really dial it in to fit you perfectly. Up top, you have an extended scout-length Picatinny rail, perfect for mounting a long eye relief scope for that classic Scout setup. The user-adjustable Accu trigger allows you to set the pull weight anywhere from a crisp 1.5 to 4 pounds. It's a rugged, versatile, and accurate bolt-action rifle that's ready for just about anything, with an MSRP of $1,099. Before we get to our heavy hitters at the end, let's cleanse the palate with something old school. At number 9, we're shifting gears for the wheel gun fans. The iconic Smith & Wesson 940 Snubnose is back. This gun was out of production for over 25 years, but with 9mm being more popular than ever, bringing it back just makes sense. This new version has some nice upgrades, like modern VZ grips for better traction and excellent XS sights with a glowing tritium front dot. And for the S&W purists out there, I have good news. Thankfully, it does not have the internal lock mechanism. This is a classic, all stainless steel, double-action only revolver. Since 9mm is a rimless cartridge, it uses moon clips. These clips hold all 5 rounds together. This makes for surprisingly fast reloads. You just drop the whole unit in, shoot, and eject it all at once. It's a classic design, modernized for the world's most popular ammo. Alright guys, here it is. Number 10. The one I told you you'd want to see. This is the Sig Sauer P320 mod. This pistol is essentially a competition-grade race gun that's been perfectly optimized for off-duty or everyday carry. It's the best of both worlds. It's built on a lightweight polymer X-series grip module, but the magic happens up top. You have a 3.9-inch barrel paired with a 2-port, slide-integrated compensator. Just like the Echelon we talked about, this makes the gun shoot incredibly flat and fast. And Sig doesn't stop there. It comes standard with a Romeo X enclosed red dot sight, one of the best on the market. It co-witnesses perfectly with the X-Ray 3 day-night sights. The slide itself is a Legion Max hybrid, with aggressive serrations that make it easy to manipulate under any conditions. Add in an extended magazine catch, a removable magwell, and a crisp, flat-faced trigger, and you have a package that is ready to perform at the highest level, right out of the box. It even ships with 3 21-round magazines. This is a serious shooter's pistol. And finally, for our number 11, we have something completely different. Brace yourselves for the Thompson Center Encore pistol, now chambered in the Powerhouse 50 Alaskan. Yes, you heard that right. A single-shot, break-action pistol chambered in a cartridge designed to stop a charging grizzly bear. This is the definition of a hand cannon. It's got a bright metal finish, a heavy 15-inch barrel, a serious muzzle brake, and even comes topped with a handgun scope. Now, let's be clear, this is not for the faint of heart. These things are deadly accurate at rifle ranges, but only if you can learn to shoot them well. My advice? Get into a solid, supported sitting position, and if you have a bipod, use it. This isn't a gun you casually shoot offhand, but if you want the ultimate expression of single-shot power in a handgun platform, this is, without a doubt, the best way to go. And that is a wrap on 11 of the most talked-about new firearms hitting the market. From budget-friendly trainers to absolute monster hand cannons, there is truly something here for everyone. Now, I want to hear from you. Which one of these is going straight to your wish list? Is it the Practical Shield X? Or are you crazy enough to want that 50 Alaskan? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, do me a favor and hit that like button. And make sure you're subscribed for more. Until next time, stay safe out there.